gather round people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone.
Honestly, Z, was there a party where you didn't drop trowel?
Question is why? It's Elfin.
You can't even see it.
Exactly.
Bobby Kennedy, eat your heart out.
No. I will pay you $100 to destroy that. I'm not kidding.
Wow, looking sexy, sweetie. Just what the doctor likes.
Sweetie, that's Sarah.
Really?
Yeah. We looked alike once upon a time.
We still do. You're just prettier.
For 6 months, I knew these two, thought they were sisters.
It's because you were on acid your entire freshman year.
Come on, guys. Z wasn't always on acid.
Yeah, I switched to mushroom sophomore year.
How much longer are you going to torture us, Jack?
Oh, I love these pictures. Reminds me of the freedom of our college days. How we all met.
I'd go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah?
Well, back then I had so much time. Spent it with you guys. Now,
Work people. Bills people, commute people.
Voted for Reagan, people.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pride.
sorry. I don't know how that one got in there. I guess the show's over. Johanna? Everything all right?
Morning, boss.
Morning.
Louis.
Hey, Rush. Long time. Looking good.
I got you, Louis.
A couple named Jack and Johanna Kimball died here in 1981. It looked like an accidental gas leak explosion.
Yeah, look being the operative word.
The blast from the stove ripped through a portion of the kitchen floor. The debris fell behind the basement drywall.
The owner find some?
A construction foreman did while doing renovations.
Fragments of a pipe cap. And melted battery.
Talking bomb.
Bomb specifically designed to mimic a gas explosion.
That's why they didn't find anything back in 81.
Yep. Can't find what you're not looking for, right?
A battery was used for a triggering device.
Bingo.
What kind of couple were these two?
Clean cut, upwardly mobile.
And blown to bits.
One-page report. Bodies blasted to smithereens. Nothing we don't know.
Well, the Kimballs met at Penn, got married in 1973. Jack was an ad copywriter. Johanna was a corporate lawyer. No kids.
All work and no play.
Young couple making a lot of money settled into the main line.
1981, first wave of yuppies.
A college friend named Sarah Lowell paid for their funerals. Lou and Scotty are starting there.
Excuse me.
Hey, Janie.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Okay.
What do you got there?
Avatar AIM. He can bend air.
Is that right?
Go wait in Grandpa's office, sweetie. I'll be right there.
You okay, Jane?
Yeah. No. I was wondering if you could take Sean for a couple days. Mom's in Florida.
Oh, sure.
Carl and I need a night together to talk.
Something happened?
No. We've just become strangers who live in the same house.
Janie, I know I'm the last person to give advice on this. Good, bad, whatever it is, don't leave anything left unsaid.
I won't. Sure you can handle Sean?
I could handle you, right?
These flowers are beautiful, Sarah. What are they?
Cattleya orchids. Rely on other shoots to bloom. My mom always said they symbolize the strength of family. Pretty. Thank you.
Any thoughts on who'd want to hurt Jack or Johanna?
None. They were a young, happy couple. No enemies.
So, when'd you last see him?
They hosted a college reunion weekend. We left on Saturday. Next night, they were dead.
Reunion. Fun times?
Oh, there was lots of partying, talking into the night, like the old days.
Yeah, but you didn't have such a wonderful time.
I was still kind of stuck in my old hippie ways. Didn't fit very well into the decade of greed.
Jack and Johanna, hippies too? Back in the day?
No, I was the hippie. They were true activists.
It was the height of the Vietnam War.
They were protesting against an America that had become an imperialistic bully.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Capitalism was a dirty word for us in 71.
And in 81?
Oh, for some of us, not so dirty anymore.
$300 a channel.
Nice. How much?
I try not to dwell on that.
Well, don't feel guilty. You earned it.
By writing candy bar slogans. Remember when we wanted our talents to serve a purpose?
Our purpose is for Cub Scouts.
Hey, I just turned that down.
It's still too loud. Neighbors?
Hey, it's Friday night. You're not ready for bed.
I didn't say that. Refill?
At your service. Sarah, you want something?
I think I'll join you.
Remember that summer freshman year? You visited me, my parents were gone. Feels like yesterday.
Yesterday being 12 years ago.
I know. Now I think about those days too much.
What are you doing?
Fixing your hair. Relax.
We'll fix it in front of Jack next time.
Come on, don't put on airs with me.
Excuse me?
You're a long way from that one-bedroom apartment in Newark.
God, Porter.
Stop acting like you just stepped off the Mayflower. Your dad was a plumber.
You know, isn't it ironic that you work for a military contractor?
What's that supposed to mean?
I wonder what your boss would say if he knew what you did in college.
I take it back. You haven't changed a bit. You're still a manipulative bitch.
I drive by your office all the time. Maybe I'll stop in and say hi.
You ever go near my workplace, it'll be the last thing you do.
A wildcat did grow
What was Johanna talking about?
I'm not sure. It was very complicated between those two.
Complicated how?
Well, they used to date before Johanna broke it off for Jack. I don't think Porter ever got over her.
He showed up at the funeral?
I paid for it, but I didn't go. I wanted to remember Jack and Johanna as they were. I never saw any of them again after that weekend.
First, Johanna dumps you and disses you. Pissed you off pretty bad.
She had some dirt on you. Maybe you stopped her from talking.
I'd never hurt Johanna. Never.
Funny. You're still not telling us what she had on you.
Fine. We were caught by campus security one drunken night our freshman year.
For doing what?
Breaking into Penn's ROTC headquarters and smashing it up with a baseball bat.
10 years later, you're working for a company with huge military contracts.
Let me guess, this little ROTC incident wasn't on your resume?
What do you think, Einstein?
I think you should answer yes or no. That all she had on you?
Yes.
Why do I know you're lying?
Porter, you're a suspect in a double homicide. We'll dig deep into your background. Leave no stone unturned.
We're much more sympathetic to suspects that do the digging for us.
We were wannabe Che Guevaras, out to change the world.
So?
It's not what Johanna had on me. It's what Z had on all of us.
Hide the children! You're gonna wash that seat off, right, Z?
With your pencil in your hand.
Hey, it ain't any bigger in real life, pal.
See somebody naked and you say, who is that man?
Enough, Z. I got neighbors.
Now we care about what the neighbors think, Jack?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm the schmuck with a nude house guest riding a bike.
Something is happening here, but you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
Knock it off, Z.
You don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
You want to say something to me?
You used to be my hero, Jack. Your words inspired me. All of them. What about the plans we had, man? Was it ever about the cause, Jack? Or is it just about you hearing yourself talk?
Go to hell.
I'll see you there, Mr. Jones.
You hand in your ticket and you go watch the geek who immediately walks up to you.
Mr. Jones?
Jones family. Radical underground student group in the 70s. Espoused violence for change.
I heard of them when I was on patrol. Like the Weathermen.
Used to plant bombs in public places to protest the Vietnam War.
Violence to end wars makes sense.
Jack was a member?
We all kind of were. Went to a few meetings, but I thought they were all nuts. Bombing for peace was like humping for virginity.
Just a few meetings?
That's it.
FBI sent over photos of the Jones family Philly headquarters.
See what Porter's definition of a few is.
Miller, in here, now.
What's up?
How in the hell do you open this thing?
There's this new device called a straw.
Straw? I didn't see that.
Why don't you let the 4-year-old show you? Hey, Sean. How about some juice, buddy?
Sure.
You want to go interview a murder suspect or something, boss? Calm yourself down?
FBI surveillance photos. The Jones family.
Oh, Porter's full of it. They were at a lot of meetings.
Well, not Sarah, though. No FBI files on any of them specifically.
Either they really only attended meetings.
Or they were never caught blowing something up.
Well, one of them was handy with bombs.
What again?
College files. Zita got a lot of student loans. Paid him off working summers at Helm Drilling and Blasting, big construction company.
Blast.
So he worked demolition.
Peace-loving hippie was an expert with explosive devices.
Where were you in 71?
Year out of the Air Force, worked the foot beat.
Any run-ins with these Jones family punks?
No, I worked crowd control, some protest marches. Thousands gathered right here.
These kids ever go to class?
There's time for class when there's a revolution going on.
Revolution, my ass. Takes a silver spoon to have so much time to protest.
Most college kids' hearts were in the right place.
My uncle served 2 tours in Vietnam.
Yeah?
Yeah. Got home, walked through the airport, and 2 of those good-hearted college students threw eggs in his face.
Complicated times, Nick. Just like today. Professor Zimmerman.
What do I owe the honor, detectives?
How'd you know who we are?
Oh, it's talent I've long had.
For spotting guys that are gonna ruin your day?
Philly homicide. Got a few questions about Jack and Johanna Kimball.
Jack and Johanna?
Turns out they were murdered back in '81.
Accidental explosion was really a bomb planted behind their kitchen stove.
Reminiscent of what you and your pals in the Jones family used to do.
I can't believe this.
Understand you know a thing or two about explosives.
And you were in a fight with Jack at your little reunion party?
Jack and I, we worked it out.
Yeah? Where were you the night he died?
I was already home.
Alone?
Yeah.
Great alibi, Z. Did the butler do it too?
Look, if anyone had a problem with Jack that weekend, it was Sarah.
You got a lot of nerve. I say you are my...
I'm sorry I rode your bicycle naked in a Ronald Reagan mask, Jack.
Forget it. Wouldn't be a party without seeing your ass.
I miss you, man. That's all. That's how it used to be with all of us.
So do I.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
When I go home tomorrow, I'm gonna propose to my girlfriend.
Well, I thought you didn't believe in the archaic, oppressive bonds of marriage.
Oh, you and Johanna make it so cool.
No, with Joe, it's kind of easy. You learn to love the little things. Need some help, Sarah?
Sarah, what did you...
I should have it too, what you and Johanna have.
What are you talking?
McBride was the only person who ever loved me. And you killed him.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
I thought I could move on. I tried so hard. You guys have made something of your lives, but if I died, if I vanished off the face of the earth tomorrow, no one would even notice. You're the one who should be dead, Jack, not McBride.
Who's McBride?
It was Sarah's boyfriend. He was a gung-ho radical who was inspired by Jack's political writings.
Anything specific?
Jack had a catchphrase that caught on. Peace at any cost.
Meaning violence is okay.
Yep. At the time, Penn Science Center had a defense contract with the government. McBride got a little carried away.
How so?
Well, he blew himself up planting a bomb there.
Your boyfriend died and you blame Jack.
And 10 years later, he finally made him pay.
10 years later, I was a mess. I didn't have the strength to get out of bed.
Well, maybe you called an old friend in the Jones family to do it for you.
The Jones family. I was a pacifist. didn't believe in that.
Well, your boyfriend did.
McBride was a gentle soul. He was the kindest guy I ever met.
Doesn't sound like the kind of guy who could blow up a building on his own.
McBride had help, didn't he?
The bombing was Jack's idea. He recruited McBride. They were all in on it.
Who was?
Jack, Porter, Joanna, Z. They were all in the Science Center when it went off.
What about you?
They kept me in the dark. I didn't know until later.
That's some secret.
We were all dying inside. Jack was the only one who couldn't live with it anymore.
What happened? What happened is that 10 years ago, we killed someone.
Jack.
What happened is that none of us can live with it. Look at Sarah. Can't get up in the morning without a pill. Z, dulling the pain with booze. Me? Trying to buy peace of mind with BMWs and trips to Aspen.
That's brilliant, Dr. Freud.
It's the truth. Fact is, that's really why I brought us all together.
You put McBride's slide in there on purpose.
Maybe I did.
We promised never ever to talk about this again.
Guess I'm breaking that promise. 2 weeks ago, I got a call from McBride's dad.
Oh, hello, Jack. Roger McBride again. I can't seem to reach you. Anyway, it's 10 years since we lost my boy, and I've been thinking about you. He really looked up to you, Jack. I think part of his spirit lives in you, and that comforts me. I'll never understand why he did it. He was my only son. You know, time doesn't heal a damn thing. It only makes it worse.
I haven't called him back. Not sure what I'd say. Maybe, hey, Mr. McBride, your son's death was actually my fault. I took a clean-cut kid and made a killer out of him.
Please stop.
He died in my arms, and then I ran away like a coward. Washed his blood off my jeans like it was dirt. Can you ever forgive me?
I'm sorry, but McBride knew the risks.
He never would have been there if I hadn't planned the whole thing.
We can't change the past.
But we can change the future. The only way we're gonna heal is if the truth comes out.
The truth means we go to jail.
Monday morning. I'm going to the cops.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore.
That was Saturday. We all left that night.
And Sunday, he was dead.
It looks like one of you went back to shut him up.
Well, I was proud of him.
Well, you had nothing to lose.
No, you weren't directly involved in McBride's death.
Leaves Porter and Z.
The boy closed the window, then the boy closed his eyes. And outside...
The barn and all the animals slept.
That's right. Now, time for some shut-eye.
I don't want to sleep. I want to go home.
Oh, you gotta stay here tonight, pal.
Why?
Because your mom and dad are having a date.
Why?
It's grown-up stuff. Time to hit hay.
How come Grandma Rita doesn't live here?
Grandma Rita's happy where she is.
Why?
Well, Grandma Rita always used to wonder when I'd be home, where I was. It made her sad. And now it's easier for Grandma Rita. She doesn't have to worry and be sad because she doesn't have to wait for me anymore. Now, how about we both get some sleep?
Can you read it to me again?
I just read it to you twice, pal.
One more time, please.
All right. The sun came up, and the rooster crowed.
We got Z and Porter in separate rooms.
I'll play them against each other and pick the right time to shine the light.
Are you talking deal?
88 Thomas says she's willing to take involuntary on McBride if one of them confesses to the Kimball job.
Got it.
Well, legally, the DA can't lie to a suspect.
But we can.
I love this job.
Janie.
Hey, Dad. Sean get off to school okay?
Ah, a piece of cake.
How many times did he get you to read the barnyard?
Twice. And he knew it was bedtime. So, how'd things go?
After you and Mom, I promised myself I would never do this to Sean.
You were so young. You remember that, Janie?
I never forgot.
Well, sometimes it's not so simple. It's not your fault.
I know. How many times did you really read him the book?
I fell asleep on the fifth.
Now tell us more about your pal, McBride.
I already told you everything I know.
A Porter says you and McBride planted that bomb together.
Understand you were friends with Paul McBride.
Sarah's boyfriend?
Your pal Z says you and McBride planted a bomb together.
You're going down for McBride right now.
Unless
you come clean about the Kimball's murder. Talk now, or you'll be trading in your 6-bedroom house for a 6x9 cell.
Jack was going to the cops about McBride. I wanted to stop him, we all did.
So you killed him?
No. Tried to reason with him.
You gonna shove us under a bus to end your real guilt?
My real guilt?
The fact that you peddle yummy bars to pay the mortgage.
It's felony murder, Jack. We could go away for a long time.
Yeah, prison with hardcore murderers. You want to repent. Do it on your own time.
It's 1981. No one has sympathy for what we were trying to accomplish in 71.
We? The whole plan was Jack's idea. Let's not forget that.
Well, I think Jack's right.
Well, how brave of you, seeing as you've got nothing at stake here.
We owe it to McBride to tell the truth.
Guess what, Sarah? When you weren't around, your precious love was bagging every hot art major on campus, so spare me a sainthood.
That's not necessary, Porter.
If she wanted truth, she can suck on it. Johanna, what do you think?
Remember how we used to solve our disputes?
Simple vote. True democracy.
Don't you still believe in that, Jack?
Fine.
Yes, we turn ourselves in. No, we never discuss this again.
Sounds good.
Jack, I assume you're still a yes.
Yes.
Yes, we turn ourselves in.
No way, Jose.
I second that. That's 2 no's, 2 yes. Joe, you're the deciding vote.
No.
What?
I'm saying we don't go to the cops. I say we bury this forever. Once and for all.
With that, it was over.
And you all went on your merry way?
Well, it wasn't merry. I'll tell you that.
We were just glad it was over.
And Jack was gonna abide by the vote?
No way. No, not that guy.
What are you hiding, Z?
I got nothing to hide. The fact is,
Jack still couldn't let it go.
What we did, Joe, is killing us all. Can't you see that?
And this is how we help each other? I told Sarah she can stay with us for a while. She needs us.
And we need to face what we did.
McBride is dead. And it's awful. And I'm sorry for his father, but there's nothing we can do to bring him back.
But we can bring ourselves back.
Jack, you might be right about the others, but I'm happy. With all we have, with who we are. I fought so hard to get here, Jack. I can't start again. I can't go back to being the poor kid with nothing. Remember what my mom used to say about the Catlias?
I know, family.
Yeah. What about the family that we wanted to start? Jack, we're finally ready.
I can't start anything right now. That is the problem.
You saying you don't love me?
No, I'm saying that I have to make this right.
Even if that means going to jail? Never seeing each other again.
A saxophone someplace far off played as she was walking on by the arcade.
Are you sure Johanna said that about the orchid, symbol of family?
Yeah.
The exact same thing Sarah told us.
According to Z, Sarah was staying at the house a few more days.
Sarah forgot to mention that little detail to us. Ran a 1970 prints against her current prints. Thing is, they don't match. But these do.
Whose are they?
Johanna's. Sarah Lowell is really Johanna Kimball.
The real Sarah must have died in the blast.
Johanna stole her identity.
And ran.
Still no whereabouts on Johanna.
She's running again?
Miller's talking to the family.
Hey, Louis traced the serial number on the pipe cap to a batch that was purchased by Marshall Corp.
Oh, where Porter worked in '81.
Well, looks like we got our bomb maker.
You stay in touch with Sarah after that weekend?
Sarah. We weren't exactly exchanging Christmas cards. I never saw her again.
We know you made the bomb. Einstein.
And you had the hots for Johanna.
I guess it doesn't matter. She's been dead so long. It was Johanna's idea. But something went wrong. She wasn't supposed to be in the house, just Jack.
Your best friend.
You gotta understand.
I did it for the woman I loved.
When did Johanna come to you?
I was packing to leave.
Jack's still going to the cops.
What? I thought we all decided.
He doesn't care.
Well, you gotta stop him, Joe.
He won't listen to me. He's throwing everything away, including me. I'm scared, Porter. I'm so scared. Maybe I was wrong about everything.
What do you mean?
The decisions I made back then. About you and Jack. I have thought about it, you know. That summer. We were together. Maybe this is a chance to start over.
Yeah, in jail, on the run?
There's another way. I keep thinking about Jack's writings, his words.
Peace at any cost.
Yes.
What are we talking about, Joe?
You and me not giving up what we've got.
You and me.
Yes.
It was a simple plan. Stove knob triggered the bomb. Joe should have been long gone, meeting me.
But she didn't show.
All I wanted was her, and I killed her.
Sarah was staying in the house, Porter.
You killed her, not Johanna.
Forgot to loop you in, huh? Maybe that summer wasn't so special after all.
Oh, your daughter's good. Thank you. You carved quite a life for yourself, haven't you? A beautiful house, beautiful family. I wonder what Johanna would think of this. Where was Johanna from? New Jersey. Right. A tiny apartment in Newark, out for her father. Grew up poor.
Do your homework.
Yeah, all of you came for money except for Johanna. She worked her way through school. Struggled. I bet she would have given anything to have this. Done anything. Please. I know who you are, Johanna. Does it haunt you? Or when you steal a life, do you leave your soul behind?
Don't do this here, please.
Tell me what happened, Johanna.
All I ever wanted was a family, a garden, peace.
And you killed for it.
I love Jack.
Strange way to show it.
I'm not a monster.
What are you then?
A coward.
Sarah's taking a walk. It's just you and me. Let's go to bed, sweetie.
Tomorrow morning we should get on a plane, go somewhere. Anywhere.
Joe, there's no running away.
We've been under a lot of stress with work, with this reunion. Let's take a break, you and me.
I can't.
Remember that day?
We got a flat tire. Pulled into a park.
Walked down to that lake.
Best flat tire I ever had.
I thought it was you and me against the world.
It still is. Let's do this together. Be strong with me, Joe.
You always were the strong one.
It isn't strength. It's like I don't have a choice.
No choice. I think I understand now.
Good. Let's go to bed.
I'll be up in a second.
dress so fine, through the bumps of dime in your prime. Then you, people call, say beware doll, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you've gone to the finest school, all right, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it. Nobody's ever taught you how to live out on the street, and now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with a mystery tramp, but now you realize he's not selling any alibis as you stare into the vacuum of his eyes and say, do you want to make a deal?